Hey, it's the big guy. So, I got an interesting video for you today. First and foremost, for any tiny brained person who's still monitoring my channel, because I noticed from yesterday to today I have two fewer subscribers, and my subscribers have never gone down, ever. That you were playing little monitoring games or something. It's very sad, because first of all, you got the wrong guy, and second of all, it's pathetic. Anyway, this video is kind of about the dangers of circumstantial evidence versus empirical evidence, because I just went through this recently yesterday, where small-brained people, they get ideas in their heads and they just kind of run with them. I'll kind of give you an example without any specifics, which is funny because I'm being accused of saying specific things, but now, well, you guys don't know about that, but I'm being accused of saying things, but I won't say them here, but I'll say them in comments from an account that weren't mine. Oh God, I wish I could tell you people the whole story. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Um, anyway, small-brained people. I'll give you an example. Like, let's say your garage gets broken into, and in the grass next to the garage, in such a way that you can tell it's obvious it wasn't there before, and now you see it. You know, whatever that circumstance may be. But for the sake of argument, we'll say that you notice that a size 16 footprint is in the grass, right? There's no tread markings. You can't tell the brand, but you know that you know that it was a big foot. Well, I'm the only guy that you know with a size 16 shoe. Tiny brained people, they will then assume that, well, it must have been Brian then, right? Must have been Brian, because he's the only one you know with a size 16 shoe, so therefore it was him. That's an example of circumstantial evidence. It can point to something. All that it's pointing to, though, is that someone with a size 16 shoe was there. Not even that they broke into your house or garage or whatever. Just that they were there. That's all that proves. But tiny brain people go and say, well, that proves that the big guy did it because he's the only one that has the size 16 shoe. So that's it. That's the proof. Nope. The small brain people think that circumstantial evidence is empirical proof. Empirical proof is if you had me on camera, or someone saw me do it, or I left fingerprints, right? Or the shoe print had the tread marks and the brand marking on the bottom, and you could see how much wear it was depending on the height of the imprints. And then your shoes can be, investigated, and people can match that to you. That's empirical evidence. That's something that directly links you to doing something, whether it's a crime or not. And the tiny brain people, they don't get it. They see something, and I will admit, the situation that I was in, from what they said, because the quote-unquote evidence that they had, I was only allowed to look at for 30 seconds, maybe at most. And they kind of referenced all these things that this person said, and I don't have it memorized, so I had to keep trying to think if I could remember it or not. And they operated under the assumption that they were like the world's greatest detective, Batman or Sherlock Holmes, and that they had it all figured out. Sorry, tiny brains, you didn't have it figured out. And that's a shame, because, well, they lost value in me as a person, and they lost value in their reputation, because now I'll tell everyone what they did. So yeah, tiny brains, they're going to make the mistake. They're going to think that circumstantial evidence is empirical evidence. And they're going to tell you, insist to you, that they know that you did something. Don't give any ground to these tiny brain people, because they're always going to have tiny brains. They're not going to be able to figure shit out. And these assholes, they didn't even ask me about my education. They don't even know that I took Criminal Investigations 101, 201, and 220. I could have torn them apart legally. Oh my God, I could have torn them apart. But I didn't, because I like these people. I don't hate them, but they show me what tiny brains they have. And it's very sad. So make America great again. And for the people that deserve it, and you know who you are. Right there. Get me? Peace.